so sticky.
Barrett's coupe, and that sold way on the book. That and the GTO just made me realize like.
So where'd you end up finding this then?
I found it in New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My home state. Yeah. Yeah, right now they up in Syracuse, they got that huge car show going on, 8,500 cars.
There's that big one they have after November. They had a big one in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, in
And
Carlisle.
they had one of these and it brought 48. And the guy that was supposed to bid on the car for
Yeah.
me, you paid $200 to do it.
Right.
He didn't show up.
Ah.
But it sold for more than what I would have paid, so I got my 200 back because he didn't show up.
Right.
But what happens if it would have sold for 31? That would have been best.
Yeah, really. So funny, I can remember, I'm from New York, that most of all the good cars, we had to come to California to get them.
Yeah, imagine that. They found that there.
Yeah, and now we're going all over the world to find
This
them.
guy that owned it got it from his uncle, and he garaged it for 20 years.
20
and
years.
finally decided to do something with it.
Wow. So then that is a correct motor for a 62. It's just
it's
a late
actually
production.
A 63 motor, but it's the identical to
Okay.
a late 62
Yeah.
because of the exhaust manifolds.
Wow. Now I see the Hearst linkage, so
That's all stock.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they did that to error, including the rear end. It's positive traction.
Right.
The gear ratio that year was 336.
336.
Whether it was a 409 or a 6-cylinder.
Okay.
They had one rear end.
So that's good. They could have put those 307 Corvette gears in it, then you really wouldn't have any.
Oh, this
any
is
pop.
pretty. I mean, I came up a Western going, everybody's speed going
Right.
third gear. That was
Okay.
pretty nice.
Yeah. So it's probably got some good giddy up light to light, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
We're talking to a guy at another show. He's got a Nova with 513 gears. Back
Yeah,
behind
that
it.
would make this
Yeah.
really jump.
Back behind an automatic, and he says as soon as he touches the gas, he's got to shift it up to second because
Yeah,
it's
that's
quick
Well,
shift.
that's why I did this with. I put stock A-arm. I did the complete front end is brand
Right.
new. It was beard chassis, but I went with stock A-arm. But I do have a. I'm putting a. It does come equipped for a sway bar, which is I got to put that in yet.
Okay. Now it dropped it down a little bit though, huh?
2 inches.
2 inches.
on the spindle.
Okay.
Not the. I put heavy duty springs. Because of the floor, I put the station wagon heavy duty, but I lowered it with the spindle, and it goes through dips
Right.
like a beautiful.
And so just driving on the road, 50, 60
Yes.
miles an hour, it's just
Yeah,
it's fine, huh?
very
Very,
smooth.
very docile, huh? Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Braking is good on it. I like now even with the rear brake, rear.
It's drum or disc
it's
up front?
disc.
Okay, disc up front.
But I left the drum in the back.
Yep.
I'm kind of okay with it.
And the stopping capability is pretty good,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't overheat. Runs real cool. That's a new radiator. I guess helped.
Yeah.
That motor was, I got the complete build on it. It was blueprinted and balanced and all kinds of things done to it.
Wow.
Then dynoed by a big company in New York that specialized in hot motors.
Wow. So yeah, I like the red guts of the bench seat. That's cool.
Yeah, so what I've done is wheels, front suspension, exhaust. Did all the amenities in there. I put all the new trim on the back.
Okay.
Bumpers, all the tail lights and all that.
Yeah. Oh, your new taillight bezels?
Yeah, I bought new.
Yeah.
Took the old ones and sold them on eBay.
Now, how'd you get the yellow California plate?
Those are a year of manufacture plates.
Yeah.
Those are cleared plates.
Okay.
Paid $300 and I own them.
All right. Okay.
Gave
Cool.
the DMV money to put them on.
Yep.
And that's an old dealership from 1920.
Yeah. Felix up in
Yeah.
LA, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those brackets are very expensive to get, aren't they?
Yeah, but I have a dog. I show dogs, and I have a show dog. His name is Felix.
Oh.
We had to do it. It's like, excuse me.
Is this giving you 10 days?
Yeah, because of the plates aren't legal yet, but I
Right.
put them on.
Yeah.
That's the original steering wheel. That was a sport wheel before that, a wood wheel. I put a
I see tilt column.
tilt column. I did it, and this is all original. Had it painted. Next thing we're going to do is the front of the dash from here out.
Yep.
We're going to rebuild that.
Yeah. Yeah. And did you say they were power disc or?
Power disc.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Alternator
Sure,
was
Marcel.
a good trip. That made things all kinds of happy when I did that.
Yeah. Wow.
No, it really did.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
But see, when I got it, it had used linkage on it. That was kind of like the guy used. I don't know where he got it. So I bought new and sold the old. I got rid of all the marginal stuff, sold it on eBay, and put in the 409 show car 409 parts.
Yeah.
In Minneapolis, they have everything
What's up, man?
that
How's
you
it
need,
going?
stock or aftermarket.
But I think most guys put like Hollies on there, don't they? They don't.
Well, that
keep
would
it-
be not stock. And even that air cleaner is not
It's
stock,
not stock, and that'll-
because
that'll
of this. If you put a stock air cleaner, that's in the way.
Oh, okay.
And that air cleaner is $900. It looks cool. Looks like a GM with the screw cap.
Right.
But I just run that. But those AFBs were the big carbs that year
Yeah.
with Corvette and these.
Right. What do you think they're about? 650 CFMs?
Yeah,
I think?
and I had them rebuilt. Guys said they were great.
Wow. So wow, we got
This thing just starts up and goes down the road.
and yeah, the carburetors are pretty synced. They're synced.
Yeah, and this guy is going to take it in. He's going to talk to me about making this simultaneous. But I'm going to tell you, when you're going down Ball Road and you're just cruising at everybody's speed,
Right.
you don't need to engage that second one.
Yeah.
It's if you're going to go out and race.
Yeah, you're gonna have
You
to.
want to jump off the block,
You're gonna have to sip a little more gas if you got that
Yeah,
second
that too. This
carburetor.
thing is not good on gas. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Probably what, about 5 or 6.
Yeah, if that. Yeah, that's about what it is. 5 or 6.
You have to put any octane boost in it.
No, I do 91 and it runs great.
Okay. Yeah, the guy that has a built first gen Nova I was talking to earlier, $100 of race fuel just to get from his house in Garden Grove to Main Street, Garden Grove, and back.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I were to go to Riverside, now that I'm going to start driving this, if I were to go to show in Riverside, I'd tank up before coming back.
Yeah.
I just would.
But then again, when we got cars like this, we're not worried about gas mileage.
No, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
But I drive a diesel van that gets like 22 miles
Right.
per gallon.
Yeah.
So I'm being good.
Yeah, $100 will last you forever in that van. Yeah. Yeah, it's real nice. So you put all the stickers on the windows too?
Yeah, all of them. I just put Felix and I put this one. This all came from New York.
All right. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a card nut that had it.
Yeah, he probably was a little sad to see it go. I'm sure, huh?
Yeah, I was happy to see it. This is the 62. It was a 62 Biscayne. My dad told me I could not buy in 67 after he told me if I did something I would buy it.
All right.
I quit. He reneged. I quit school, went in the army, ended up in Vietnam.
Right.
So I showed him.
Yeah.
But I probably would have killed myself in it.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I made Vietnam. So when this came available, I'm going. I told my wife when I saw the one in Vegas, I'm getting one of these somewhere.
What years were you in Vietnam?
68, 69.
All right.
Probably when you were there.
No, I wasn't there. I missed it by a year, but my brother was the biggest call up in '69.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
that's
part
when
of-
I went there.
He was 101st Airborne.
Yeah, we were right near those guys.
He was in Benoit, I guess.
That's where I was.
Yeah.
I was we used to cut jungle on the Cambodian border, and I used to run the convoy. We used to follow them out,
Right.
follow them in.
Well,
We ran bulldozers in the jungle.
he went over as a heavy equipment operator, and when they got there, they needed clerks, and they chose 4 guys to stay back and be clerks. That was set up north. He wanted 4 guys, and that platoon didn't. They had a lot of casualties, so he lucked out. And he said it'd be scary when he drive into
Shoot, I
Saigon.
was a track mechanic when I got there. Well, the mechanics drove tanks. You always wanted the mechanic close by.
Yeah.
But because I was 18, like a month,
Yeah.
I think that kept me, because all my friends in school were all over in Benoit.
Uh huh.
That's where they spread you out. They go 9th Infantry, Da Nang. The guys, I'm going, I know that don't sound right.
Yeah, no.
And I ended up in an engineering outfit.
Wow, yeah. You like that? So what'd you do? Did you do 18 months and come back?
No, I did 12 more. I did Kansas for 15 after.
Okay.
That was hell. That was my war.
Yeah, but prior, where'd you do your basic?
I did basic in Fort Gordon, Georgia.
Yeah, so did my brother.
Went to Fort Leonard.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when my brother was graduating basic.
Then I went to Fort Knox for tank school too.
Okay.
We all got promoted from E2 to E4 at graduation. I went to Vietnam in E4, and they say good news, bad news. You're all E4s. Fuck. All right, you're all going to Vietnam.
Yeah, good news, bad news. Yeah.
And I was 17 while I was 18 while on leave. I qualified to go.
Yeah, when my brother was graduating, I went down there and the way they're marching around the base, I said, man, this is what I want to do. I was just, at that time, I was just like 13, so I didn't know any better.
There was something to it, by the way.
Yeah.
It snapped me together.
Yeah.
I'm a high school dropout, all that shit.
Yeah, the induction center was at Whitehall Street in New York where we grew up.
Yeah, right.
So my aunt and grandmother lived down in Woodside, Queens, and so he went down. They took him to send him down on a bus, and he thought for sure that he was just going down. He had flat feet. He wasn't going to be inducted. They shaved his hair off. Yeah, they took him. He went. He wasn't real
flat
happy.
feet today. Oh, we got prosthetics for that.
Yeah.
No problem. You want to come in?
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty funny.
Cool. Anyway, I'm Dan. Everybody knows me as Dano.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I'm Marcel.
Marcel, good to meet you, Marcel.
Yeah, same here.
And you say you got your deal in Houston. Were you?
Yeah, my son. When I got out of the car business years ago, I got my kid the disease, and he started servicing and wholesaling cars.
Okay.
So we specialize, but we do everything.
All right.
We mostly do.
Yeah, that's what I do. I put all these on YouTube and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, far out.
Get some big pistols.
Sponsored by Roy Ray Insurance Services. Goes to car number 73. A 1962 Chevy Belair 409. Marcel from Anaheim.
You'll have to watch the video on Marcel. He talked about his 62 to Dan Alive.
All right. You like my car?
That's the show. Yeah. How about that, Marcel? Yeah. And he got it out of New York.
All right.
Yeah, that's the show. Good to meet you. 62 Bel Air. A hot rod. Yeah, real hot rod, pushing pedals, pulling gears.